little thing that I want you to do. So first of all, okay, we have less than 7 weeks really of school. All right. So I want to talk to you about what we're doing. I want to talk to you about what we have left. I want to give you a chance to look at how you're doing. And I want you to make some good choices about what's next. So like good choices include if you're in here, your phone and your earbuds are out. If you're out there, your phone is still away and you got your camera on. So I'm going to pause for a minute. We usually do a pretty good job in here. So get your camera back on. Hey, you know that it helps you focus. Even if I don't see your full face, if I could see like even the top of your head at a minimum, then I know at least you're there and you're kind of paying attention, right? I think I've come to decide that if your camera is off, I don't know, what do you think? I'd say 50% of the time there's no one there or no one's paying attention. Does that seem accurate? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? No, right? So get your cameras on. Thank you. Now I only have 4 off. So if you're still one of those 4, either turn it on in a minute or check in with me. All right. And again, it helps you focus, right? And again, if you can even get like part of your head in it, if I'm looking at just ceiling, I still don't know if you're there. But if I can see like even part of your head, I mean, ideally your full face would be amazing, but at least like part of your head that I at least know that there's some life out there. So, and again, it's really for your benefit, right? People that are mentally present and engaged definitely tend to do better. All right. So let's do that. So let's keep in mind, like I said, what 6 or 7 weeks here, the last week's finals. The week before we're working on speaking finals. So really we got 5 weeks, right? And that's today, tomorrow's Wednesday, right? So now you're down to 4.5 weeks. I mean, it's gonna go fast. So I encourage you to make the most of it. Some of you have done amazing. Some of you have done, and a few of you are really still struggling. Not too many people. I feel like most people have figured out this hybrid or virtual or Mondays or whatever, but a few of you still need to step it up. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to go to Skyward. Okay, everybody go to Skyward. Let's see. It should never be a surprise. You should know pretty much where you're at in all your classes all the time. So I encourage you to check Skyward a couple times a week. Beginning of the week, end of the week, certainly on Mondays, because on Mondays you have time to actually go through and do some stuff. All right, so see where you're at. We've only had a couple weeks of this 9 weeks so far. There's not too many grades in there, but there are a handful. So look at them. I don't know, let's say there's 6 or 7 grades. I'm not looking at them. If you're missing more than 3 things, like that's a huge red flag. Okay. If you're missing a couple things, then I don't know, maybe you just got lost in the shuffle. Do them, get them to me. I will not take anything from first 9 weeks, but I will take things from second 9 weeks. So if you are missing something, or if I missed something, maybe you turned something in late and I never saw it, send me a message. If it says 0 in Skyward, I never saw it. So that is on you. You have to be responsible for yourself and your grades. And that goes for all your classes, but obviously I'm specifically talking about mine. So you are looking at T4. And this is our marking period, the 4th marking period. That's what you're focused on. And then, of course, marking period 3 and 4 average together to make your semester grade. So that's how it works. Right now, they're 50-50. Eventually, they'll be 40-40, and then your final exam will be 20. So take a quick look. If you just joined us, I'm having everybody look at Skyward. I just want you to see where you're at. If you're happy with it, keep doing what you're doing. If not, literally, you have like 4 or 5 weeks. Change it. Change it. Do it now. Turn on your camera, make an effort, get in some late work. Hey, come and talk to me. Talk to me during my office hours. Send me a message. These are all things within your control. So do it before it's too late. Okay. So where are we at? What are we doing? Well, before break, we started our last chapter, Capítulo 8, and it's the one we have barely done anything with vocab yet. So we will. This is the chapter, I think it's got like la guerra, la batalla, it's like battles and wars and soldiers. And so we will jump into that. We've done very little with that. I think maybe I had you look for cognates and that's about it, right? You've done the vocab list. So don't feel bad if you're not there yet. We're going to spend the next 2 weeks working on vocab, okay? Now, what we have worked on and what you will have a quiz on this week is conditional tense. We're going to have a little bit of time for that today, basically all period tomorrow. All right, so conditional tense. Somebody want to raise your hand real quick and tell me what is conditional tense? What am I talking about, Gus? What you would do. And the good news is I'll review it in more detail tomorrow, but it's very similar to what? What other tense that we just finished? What's it very similar to? Go ahead, anybody? Yeah, future tense, right? So hopefully that kind of is there somewhere, even if it's a little foggy. I'm going to give you a minute to go back and look at things, and then we're going to hit it super hard tomorrow, and then I'm going to give you a little quiz on it on Thursday. So that's where we're headed. Yesterday, you were supposed to answer some questions for me in the conditional tense. Tonight, I will give you a chance to finish those up if you didn't. And then you'll have a little textbook practice as well. So make sure that you're staying on top of stuff. Now, all that being said, we're not going to talk about conditional right now. We're going to kind of jump back. I want to go through my list here is dos verdades y una mentira, which you were supposed to work on yesterday. So we're going to get back to that. But I just wanted you to see where we're going. So we got a quiz on grammar this week. You'll have a vocab quiz the next week. And then we're done with chapters. We're going to read a book for our last 3 weeks. So that's where we'll end up this semester. All right. So not too much time to go. Do what we need to do. All right. If you have not gone to your current lesson, I would like you to join me there now. So go ahead and head to your current lesson. If you're on something else, please don't. Get your focus. If you're on your phone, get rid of your phone. If you're looking at something else, if you're trying to squeeze in the textbook activity, not right now, please. Get your focus. Head to your current lesson. You will see número uno says dos verdades y una mentira. ¿Cómo se dice en inglés? What was the name of this activity you were supposed to do for me yesterday? Dos verdades y una mentira. ¿Cómo se dice en inglés? What's that mean? Somebody that did their homework yesterday. What did you have to do? Quick hand. What'd you have to do? Quick hand, quick hand. There it is. Juana, what'd you have to do?
Write down 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah, 2 truths and a lie. Have you ever done that before? Like in English, maybe? Right? It's a fun way just for you to share about your brain. All right. So you had to write down 2 truths and a lie, and you were supposed to already turn that in. So I want you to go ahead and click on number 1 for me. If you've already turned it in, I probably gave you some points and maybe some feedback. If you need to fix something, fix it. Okay. If you've not done this, I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to do this right now because it's not going to work when I partner you up with somebody if you haven't done it. All right. So again, right now you're clicking on number 1 from your current lesson. Okay, you're looking at it. If I gave you a 5 and I didn't put anything, it's probably in pretty good shape. If I gave you a 5, but I made some comments, or I gave you a 4 or 3 and I made some comments, look at them, fix it. Again, if you never did it, I need you to do it for me right now. All right, if number 1 is under control and it feels like you have 3 good answers that you're going to be ready to share with probably 3 or 4 different people here in a minute, then I want you to go on to number 2. All right, number 2 is Quizlet on your irregs. I want you to go back and refresh your conditional irregs. Okay, those are your stems like care or dear or are, right? And you can go through them, you can flip through them, you can play a game, whatever you want to do. All right, so your choices right now are numero uno or numero dos. I am going to give you more than 5, but less than 10 minutes. Let's go lucky 8. Starting now. All right, tienen 8 minutos. Again, your priority is number 1. If you have not done number 1, please get it to me right now. I will check it so you are ready to do this activity with us in less than 8 minutes. Let me show you how we're going to do this. So I'll go first. I'll be the example, and then you're going to get a chance to share your sentences and see how well you hid your lie. All right, so here come mine. All right, you're going to vote in a minute. Uno, dos, or tres. La pregunta es, ¿cuál es la mentira? Okay, what is my lie? All right, so choice número 1, fui a un concierto. 2, nadé en una piscina con mis hijos. 3, fui a Florida y vi muchos delfines. I'll repeat your choices one more time, then you're going to vote. Número 1, fui a un concierto. Número 2, nadé en una piscina con mis hijos. Número 3, fui a Florida y vi a muchos delfines. So please vote now. ¿Cuál es mi mentira? 1, 2, or 3. Show me on your hand. 1, 2, or 3. What are you feeling? Got some unos out there. I got the trace out there. You got uno. All right, online, I'm looking at you. Put your finger in the screen so I can see it, or put it in the chat. 1, 2, or 3. I got some unos. I got some doses. I got a trace. What do you think? Looks like I can put your hand up a little more. Is that a 2 or a 3? Karen says uno, dos. All right, well, let's see, numero uno, which seems to be the most popular. Sí, yo fui a un concierto. I did it. It was super exciting. Who knew concert could be so fun? It was live music. It was outside. It was a small concert, but it was outside in a parking lot in a real band at like outside of a bar, and it was super exciting. So like, a little concert. Here's some live music. So it's coming. It's coming. So I did do that. Número dos. Nadé en una piscina con mis hijos. Sí. Yo nadé en una piscina con mis niños aquí in Indianapolis. It was an inside pool, but we did do some swimming. So número tres. If you picked three, you were correct. Unfortunately, I did not get to go where. Wah, wah. And I did not get to see any dolphins. Delphines, dolphins, yeah. So that was my lie. Sometimes, but not this time. So anyways, that's what I want you to do. All right. So if you are here, you're going to get a chance to actually move around and talk to a few different people. You can take your computer with you. So you just read through them like I did. And then whoever you're talking to can guess, uno, dos, or tres. If they need help with something, help them. I did say mine twice, so you might want to go through them twice. That's fine. If you are on Zoom, all right, I like that almost everyone has their camera on. You can get it on, turn it on. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room, and I'm gonna hopefully give you a couple different people to try this activity with. All right. As you know, the most important thing is you need to take yourself off mute, put on your camera if possible, and it makes conversing much easier. All right, I'm gonna put you in a group of 2 or 3. So hopefully you'll have a few people to share with. It looked like everybody, I think, but one person had turned it in. So everybody but one person should be able to do this activity. All right, now you gotta do me a favor. If you're on Zoom, you gotta do it. Don't just sit there and do nothing and waste your time. When you get to your room, say, hola, unmute yourself and say, you want me to go first or you wanna go? And then you just start talking. All right? Hey, Zoom friends, ready, set, go. All right, you guys, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, I set even number. So, ready? This is crazy. Levántense. I know, do it. Ready? Levántense. Levántense. Oh, I know. It's so exciting. All right, go talk to somebody. It's an even number, so it should work out. Go find somebody to talk to. Somebody you know, somebody you don't know. If you don't know them, say, hey, I'm Miss Silverly. What's your name? And then share. Ready, go. You're going to end up talking to almost everybody. So grab somebody. Grab somebody. Grab somebody. Here comes Riley. Head your way. Sergio, can you hear me? So, welcome back. Hopefully, you got to share some stuff about your break. I hope you had a great break. If you were here, it'd be easier. We'd share more together, but it's just complicated. So hopefully get to share with a couple different people. And you had a nice, fun, relaxing break. I would say mine was not super interesting. It wasn't my most exciting spring break. My husband had some surgery and I got to watch my kids, but you know, it was okay. It was still kind of a nice break. So, all right. So here's what we're gonna do for the rest of the period. Okay. Vamos a mirar un episodio de Sam. And I'm gonna do this one a little bit differently. Okay. I really like these. I think they're really good listening activities. And I just think it's at such a good level for you that I think I'm gonna try and get in a few more before the end of the year. So here's what I was thinking today though. Okay, instead of making you jot down things you understand, okay, I thought maybe we've done a few now that you can just watch without being forced to write something down. But what I thought I'd do is put a couple questions from the episode on your quiz on Thursday. So it's still making sure you're watching. Okay, it's not like free for all, don't bother now, we don't have to turn anything in. But I figured then you don't have to type anything out. So if you're in here, you can actually put away your computer. I know, it's exciting, crazy. And if you're there, I'll still play it for you. I'll make sure the captions are on. So I want you to pay attention. Obviously, I'm not going to ask you like super nitpicky things. I just want to see that you're following. We're always trying to get the main idea, right? Get the gist, follow the main idea. Now, I will tell you, let me just mention, we may not finish it today. We'll do the last 5 minutes tomorrow. That's fine. There are a couple things that I want you to make sure you're doing tonight. Number one, if you did not do your speaking questions from yesterday, we're going to use those tomorrow, so they need to be done. Okay, I think there were like 6 or 8 questions using the conditional. Does that sound familiar from yesterday? Okay, so make sure those are done. And then add one last textbook activity that needs to be done tonight or tomorrow to make sure you're ready for your conditional quiz on Thursday. All right, so nothing crazy, but I want to make sure you're taking care of that. All right, so otherwise you are getting yourself comfortable and we'll watch, I don't know, 15 minutes, maybe 15 to 20 minutes today. And then we'll finish our last 5 to 10 minutes tomorrow.